Morning, everyone. This is Wes from East Tennessee. Coming out here today. Want y'all to see how things are blooming. Those are my cherry trees. They ain't doing too good. I think the heat got some of my plants last year. It's a little bit brittle in some spot. There's the Ups man coming. I wonder what he's got for me today. How you doing today?
Good, but yeah.
What you got for us?
I don't know. I have no idea. You want right here?
Yeah.
All right.
Take your little work. Back it up, man. Yeah. See what kind of goodies he's got in there. Okay, thank you.
Got it?
Yeah, I'll take it to the house. Have a good day, sir. Okay, every year I have to trim the stuff out of my grapevines. See a wild tree growing there, I gotta cut it. I didn't trim my grapes this year, I should have. I'll go ahead and trim them a little bit now. But you see this wild honeysuckle vines? They're always growing up in here. So I'm gonna go through there and get all them cut out too. Man, I really let those vines get out of hand. But no worries, I got everything cleaned up now. I'm going to take, of course, you see up here living on the highway, always have a horrible time, people throwing litter out in the yard. But I'll take my weed eater now and trim that up against that fence. And I'm going to take and got to trim this. That's where I usually plant my okra, right along through there. As you can see, the apple trees are blooming beautifully. The grapevines over here, they're pretty clean. I've kind of kept them clean this winter. Okay. Now what I'll do is the stuff that I pruned, I'll just look at. Come out here one morning every week and just go through there and keep watch of it. Got a lot of cleaning up to do. Things always get to be a mess in the wintertime around here. I try to straighten it out some in the summer and the fall, fall and the spring, but I do get very busy. I did get that done, and we're setting up our little garden here. I went and got Mariah some straw the other day to set up her garden. I definitely got to do some weed eating out here. Alright, let's see here. Okay, I planted a little bitty twig of a fig tree here years ago. Mariah thinks it's dead, and it could very well be dead because we had a dreadfully dry year last year. But no, it's not dead. See that little baby fig leaf? It's coming back. Unfortunately, I think her hydrangeas died. Folks, we got so hot and dry here in East Tennessee last year. It killed 2 weeks of my mowing. Now the hydrangeas here are very brittle, which they always are anyhow. A lot of people pull them up thinking they're dead. And you know, you don't trim these things because the buds actually come up on the little stems. And so they're very, very hard. You got to be very careful about pulling these up or doing anything, because you might actually pull up a live plant. Now usually at this time they ought to be having a little bit of buds down here somewhere, but now you can see how brittle the stems are. Of course, now that's not a telltale sign either. Now this stem here is not brittle. So we just actually might have some growth there. We're going to give it a little extra time this year, just in case. Now you can see this right here now, this little crepe myrtle. You can see it's got little buds. They don't none look as healthy as they should. But like I say, it got brutally hot and dry last year. Now this one right here, that's very brittle. This stem here, this is not a brittle stem. So, this is not brittle either. Definitely better give them just a little bit more time. Now this right here is a tree. I forgot what she called it. It grows little buds, flowers looks like carnations. Now most of the trees, these trees have already budded out here in East Tennessee. Unless she didn't get the kind she thought she got. Because you can see, this one's loaded with buds. All over there's buds. Why they're not popping, I have no idea. But, look at all those buds. So, I don't know. You know, sometimes you go to the nursery and you don't get the tree you expect to get. This tree here is definitely loaded with buds. So we're not going to do anything. Boy, I just don't understand why those buds aren't coming out. I just don't understand that. You can see they're quite healthy. Nice little pink buds. I have no idea what's going on with this tree. Anyways, here's the straw we put down for her. We're going to do a little experiment this year. I'm going to dig a bed down here and dig all the grass away and plant on this end, and she's going to plant on that end. And we're just doing this for an experimental purpose. See if the straw bedding is going to be less maintenance or more maintenance than the in-ground bedding. So that's something we'll definitely watch. I'm going to take my spade. I'm going to spade all that dirt up around mine because I don't want that dirt. Oops, I made a mistake. There's a cord I had buried under the ground to go down to those buildings, just to run lights, of course. And I dug it up. That means I'm going to have to splice it back together. I'll hang it up here on this so I'll remember it. There. My mistake. I'll fix it. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead. You see I've dug that up. My main purpose is to take about the first 6 inches off so I don't have to deal with that grass coming up in around my plants. And I'm going to put dirt around there that's been sterilized so I don't have to worry about them seeds coming up. Anyways, I better go unplug this cord.